Watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is dead heavy, can't hear the bass boom.
A pleasant welcome to the people who are watching this video. Today I'm going to tell you a speech by Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. Well, BTS is a very famous K-pop group. There are 7 members in BTS. RM, V, Jimin, Jungkook, Suga, and J-Hope and Jin. And in November 2016, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF. They've been partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence, building on their belief that true love first begins with loving myself. And their fans became the major part of this campaign with their action and their enthusiasm. They truly have the best fans of the world. And RM had liked to talk about himself. He was born in Ilsan, a city in South Korea. And it's really beautiful place, and he spent a very happy childhood there. He used to dream the dreams of a boy, and he was judged as an ordinary boy. He used to imagine that he was a superhero who could save the world. But in an intro of their early albums, there is a line that says, "My heart stopped." His heart really stopped when he was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, that's when he started to worry that what other people thought about him. He started seeing himself through their eyes. He stopped looking up at the night skies, the stars. Instead, he just tried to jam himself in the molds that were made by other people. Soon, he began to shut to his own voice and listen to the voices of others. His heart stopped and his eyes closed shut. And that is how they all lost their names. They became like ghosts. But he had a center inside him. And that was music. That was a little voice inside him that said, "Wake up, man, and listen to yourself." But it took him a lot of time to hear music calling his real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. And many people could not believe it, but many people thought that they were hopeless, and at that time, RM thought to quit. And now, he thinks that he is too lucky that he did not give it all up. And BTS have become artists, performing in those huge stadiums. And maybe RM made some mistakes yesterday, but yesterday's him is still him. And today he is RM, a rap monster with all the mistakes and faults he made. Thank you.
Hey all of you, today I'm going to tell you the speech by RM. His full name is Kim Namjoon, better known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. First of all, I want to tell you that what is BTS. BTS is a music band group of 7 South Korean guys, including Kim Namjoon, Kim Seojin, Min Yoongi, Jungkook, Park Jimin, and Kim Taehyung. And it's my personal favorite K-pop group also. They are singers, songwriters, and producers. And for the BTS is one of the most popular K-pop group in the world. So let me start the speech by RM. He said in his speech that it's an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion of such significance for today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched their Love Myself campaign with UNICEF that true love begins with first loving with yourself. As he was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea, it is a very beautiful place with a lake, hills, and even an annual flower festival. He spent a very happy childhood there, and he was judged as an ordinary boy. He used to look up at the night skies and wonder. He used to dream the dreams of a boy. In an intro to one of their early albums, there's a line said, "My heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, when he began to worry what the other people thought of him, he started looking at himself in their eyes. And he stopped looking up at the night sky and stars. He stopped daydreaming. Instead, he just wanted to jam himself to the mold which other people made for him. Soon, he shut out his own voice and started listening to the voices of others. And so, like this, we all lost our names and became like ghosts. But he had one thing, and that was music. Despite it taking quite for a long time, the music all about his real name. After making a decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Many people might not believe it, but most of people thought they were hopeless. and sometimes he just wanted to quit, but he felt so lucky that he didn't give it all up. If there's anything that he has achieved today only because he had his other BTS members right by his side and the love and support that our fans made for them from all over the world. And thank you for that. So at last I want to tell you that no matter who you are or where you're from, your skin color, your gender, ethnic, nothing matters. Just speak yourself and always love yourself. If you want to love others, then I think that first you want to love yourself. This is a very famous line said by RM. Thank you for giving me this chance.
Dance to the breakdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball.
This is get it, heavy. Can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Levies, chillers, honey. Yeah, this bitch ching like money. At this go overload, I'm
Good evening to all of you. So today I'm going to tell a speech on RM. His full name is Kim Namjoon and also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. In November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign, with UNICEF building on their belief that true love first begins loving with myself. They have been partnering with UNICEF and oneself program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence. Their fans become a major part of this campaign. With their actions and their enthusiasm, they truly are the best fans in the world. He was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea. It is a really beautiful place with lake, hills, and even annual flower festival. He spent a very happy childhood there. He was judged as an ordinary boy. He used to look up at the night sky wonder. He used to imagine that he was a superhero who could save the world. In an intro, one of their early albums, there is a line that says, his earth stopped when he was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, he thinks that's when he started to worry about that what other people thought of him and started seeing himself in their eyes. He stopped looking night sky under the stars. He stopped dreaming. Instead, he just wanted to jam himself into the mold that other people made. Soon he began to shut out his voice and started listening to the voices of others. No one called out his name, and neither he did. His heart stopped and his eyes closed shut. And that's like they all lost their names. They became like a ghost. But there is one thing, and that was a music. There was a small voice inside of him that said, "Wake up, man, and listen to yourself." But it took him a quite long time to hear music, calling his real name. And after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of heartless. Some people might not believe it, but most people threw out. They were hopeless, and sometimes he just wanted to quit. But he thinks he was very lucky that he didn't give it all up. BTS has become an artist, performing in those huge stadiums. And BTS, they are selling millions of albums right now. But he is still an ordinary 24-year-old guy. If there is anything that he achieved, and that was the only possible, he would like to say one thing. After realizing Love Myself album and after really launching the Love Myself campaign, they started to hear remarkable stories from their fans. And let us take all one more step that we have learned to love ourselves and love yourself. Thank you.
dynamite. Whoa. Life is dynamite. Life is dynamite. Shining through the city with a little focus on. So my light it up like dynamite. Whoa.
Thank you all of you. Today I'm going to tell you about a very great person and a very successful person. Practice makes a man perfect. Try till you success. These all the things, these are just sentences, but he makes the sentences true. He was born in a very small town and now he is the leader of a very famous group, BTS. I'm talking about RM, Kim Namjoon. His real name is that, the leader of the group BTS. I'm telling you a speech spoken by him on a big stage. It's an incredible honor to be invited on the occasion of such significant for today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched Love Myself campaign together with UNICEF on their belief that love first begins with loving yourself. He told that they have been partnering with UNICEF and violence campaign to protect children and young people all over the world from violence. He began to talk about himself. He was born in Seoul, a city near Ilsan in South Korea. It is really a beautiful place with lake, hills, and an annual flower function. He spent a very happy childhood there. He was just as an ordinary boy. He used to look at the night skies, wonders, and he could reach the dream of a boy. He used to imagine that he was a superhero who could save the whole world. In an intro of their early albums, there is a line that says, "My heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, he said that he began to worry when he think that what people thought of him. When he started to look himself in the people's eyes, at that day he stopped looking at the night skies, he wonders, and he stopped daydreaming. Instead of that, he just tried to jam himself in the mold that other people made. Soon he began to shut out his voice and started to listen to the voice of others. They all lost their voice. His eyes closed shut and heart stopped. They lost their voice and they all became like ghosts. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Some people might not believe it, but mostly people say that BTS were hopeless. Even he thinks that he's very lucky that he didn't give it all up. BTS has become an artist performing on those huge stadiums and selling a lot of albums, even millions of albums right now there. He has started to love himself for who he is, for who he was, and for who he hoped to become. One last thing he wanted to say after releasing the Love Myself album and after launching the Love Yourself campaign. They heard remarkable stories from their fans all over the world, as their fans played a major role in that campaign with their love and enthusiasm. BTS have truly the best fans in the world, and they have most fans. Now I know you are all thinking that why I'm talking about this BTS. What is this BTS? Actually, it's a group of pop singers of South Korea. It consists of 7 members: V, Jimin, Jungkook, Suga, and Jin. And there's a member V, Kim Tae-hong, and he is the most handsome man in the world. So now I'm going to continue my speech. Even he told that one last thing he was telling that we all have learned to love ourselves. And I urge you to speak yourself. Speak yourself by your name. Just speak yourself. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction. Tell me your story. What excites you and make your heart beat? Your gender identity, no matter. Your skin color, where are you from, who are you, or anything. It doesn't matter. Just speak yourself because you are stronger than you think. These were the golden words of RM. He used to love himself. Even he is Kim Namjoon, the leader of the group BTS, also known as RM. He was an artist and idol from a small town. If he can be a successful person, then why we not? If we want, and we can do anything that we like. This is the end of my speech, and I know that whatever I'm thinking, if anybody is giving any speech, even I'm talking with myself, when a teacher is giving any speech, I was thinking that what he's talking. But in a free time, when I think I really remember that he is telling it will always help in every field of my life. So the things I spoke here, please remember these all the things, and even in a free space and free time, think about that. This will always help you to become a successful person. But your name, just speak yourself. Thank you for giving me this marvelous opportunity to speak here.